Would you take a bullet for your
Hey,
wife?
No.
you
No.
want to know the difference? Here's the difference.
Never
Here's
mind,
the
shampoo.
difference.
I'm talking to the
I
wrong
mean,
person. I don't even know
come
why.
on. Nobody.
Hey,
That I don't know, man. That's just
here's the difference, right? When a woman finds a man, right, that she deems to be valuable to her, her love is out of necessity, right? Her love is because she believes she's found the best thing that's going to be the best for her for the rest of her life, right? Meaning there's no other man in the world that she deems is suitable for her to prosper, right? Or to thrive in the world. For a man, when he decides to love a woman, he decides to love that woman because it's not out of necessity, it's more so out of he made the decision to love that woman. So his love from, and correct me if I'm wrong, Kamaya, his love is different because he's made the decision to commit to that woman. Whereas the woman looks at the man like, I'm going to say savior, right? I don't want nobody to sensationalize the word savior. But for lack of a better word, that woman is looking to that man as, you are going to take care of me for the rest of my life, right? Meaning, even if he physically can't do it, he's setting up systems to where even if he physically can't work, which is why I said one of my biggest fears is not putting things in place to where if for whatever reason I'm not here, my family is not taken care of, my love continues on for my wife, even when I'm not here.
yeah,
Right.
but
So
you
the
talking
love is different.
you getting away from what you said the first time. You and
Who,
Sterling
me?
was talking about, yeah, y'all was acting all nonchalant, like, yo, if you doing your business. I think Sterling was saying
I
that.
never said that. I didn't say that. That
Hold on,
wasn't
what
me.
is it?
Sterling was talking that pimp shit, like, yo, if you doing your business at home, baby, you ain't got to worry about
Nah,
that.
nah, 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 nah. That's
That's
The
not what I
crazy.
said.
Bible literally
Hold
says,
on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
husbands, love your wife like Jesus loved the church or Christ loved the church. How can the
Hold on, wait a
Bible
minute.
literally says
Oh,
that.
come on.
Wait a minute.
Husbands, love your wife like Christ
Wait a
loved the
minute. Wait a
church.
minute. Hold
Put
on.
her
Wait a minute.
above his comfort, all of that.
Well, what
Like
you bringing all that into it for,
I'm just
Hold
church?
saying,
on.
I'm just
Hold on.
saying,
Let
y'all,
me clear the
we
air real
can't.
quick.
Yeah, if you love a woman or your wife like you love the church, don't you
It
think that if like Christ loved the church, don't you think that's a
listen.
pretty high
It
standard
don't matter
to live
how
by?
much you love your wife. It don't matter what you do for them. If your girl or your wife, if she wants to cheat, that's a
We,
decision. Wait a minute, hold on. That's a decision
We were
that
talking about a man loving their husband or a wife loving their husband more than the wife loves the husband, or vice versa. So which
nah.
one? So I'm going by
No, wait a
Bible
minute.
standard. What the Bible says. The Bible says, husbands, love your wives like Christ loved the church.
and the
I
Bible
think
said
that's
don't
as
have
high as
sex
it can
before
go.
you get married. Did you have sex?
But
Did you have sex
Hold
before you
on
got
now.
Not
married?
with your ass, so
No,
don't
come
worry
on, man.
about it.
Don't get
Don't
personal.
worry
Did you have
about it.
sex?
Not with
Did
now,
you,
you
so
have
don't
Mimi,
sex?
worry
Let me say
about it.
this. Let me
All
say
right.
this though.
You
Let me
don't go
say this.
by the
Let me say this. Let me
Bible.
say
Who
this.
you quoting the Bible
Hold on, hold on,
for?
hold
We
on, hold
can't,
on. Let me
no,
say
y'all
this. Let me
quote the
say this.
Bible all the time. Don't
Let
tell
me
me,
take
don't
hold
tell
on.
me
Let
you
me
don't
say
quote
this
the
though.
Bible.
I
Every
don't quote no damn
hold on,
Bible.
shampoo. Hang on, give me a second. Every morning before I get up, I have my morning prayer, and I do.
Oh my God,
No,
with
no,
this
no.
Here we
prayer
go.
Hey
shit.
man, hey, if it don't
Now
shampoo, if it
y'all
don't
want to
work for
talk.
you, bro, hey, I don't know what to tell
Works
you.
for me. Everything worked for me.
Okay, the one
just
well
let
you
him say what he gotta say.
yeah, I
Just
do
let
what I do.
Sterling go.
But what I'm
Talking
saying
about
is
the
though,
church and all that.
the one thing that I tell my girl is to have discernment when you outside. I already know, I know dudes are gonna approach you. I know this. If you got something worth looking at, they gonna approach. I don't care what you think you do. You can fill your girl gas tank up. You could do whatever. If she go outside them doors and you know you got something that's worth looking at, I promise you somebody's going to shoot at her every single time. The ladies know on this panel how many times y'all been shot at, even when y'all weren't even trying to put it on and look like y'all was trying to be. Men will just come up and shoot their shot. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's gonna happen. You can't sit here and think that that's not gonna happen when it happens every single day.
Is that true, Snow Bunny?
Oh my God.
Is what true that men are going to shoot their shot?
Yeah, like every time you go
Just
outside, you get a
randomly.
lot of men
Not
talking to you.
necessarily every time I go outside, no, but men are going to shoot their shot. It's my job to be a lady and keep it moving.
When the last time somebody shot they shot?
I couldn't tell you because I don't pay attention.
When's the
Anyways,
last somebody shot they shot at you, Shampoo?
Been a long time.
I know damn well it's been a long time.
I mean, when's the last time somebody shot they shot at you?
About 2 seconds ago in the chat. Mind
So,
your business. Don't worry about who's shooting shots at who.
I see you. Come on, you
just asked
so
him.
Worrying about the
listen.
wrong thing.
I want my girl to have discernment. You know what I'm saying? I know it's gonna happen, but please think about it before it goes down.
You know
I can't
it's
control
gonna
you, but I also gotta practice it. I can't sit here and talk. I can't be out here playing and shooting with her and trying to hang out with her and expect her just to be on the straight and narrow. If I want her on the straight and narrow, then I gotta lead by my actions.
Fuck what y'all talking about.
I
Man, you
know.
crazy.
What y'all talking about?
You-
No, Anton. Don't do
She
that,
should
Anton.
be on her. She should be on her game and not do anything. But you don't have to follow that pattern. You're not the girl she is.
I'm not saying I gotta follow that pattern. I'm saying I do what I do. But if I be out here dogging and doing what I want to do,
Yeah.
and she does it, how can I not expect that?
Are you kidding me?
And
But
then
that's not even a question. Like, you know what I'm always confused about?
what's that?
When we talk about a man's worst nightmare, for example, how did it come back to us doing something we're not supposed to do?
Yeah,
I
don't
know.
understand that either.
Us as men?
I don't even know how we got here to where it's like, oh, okay, well, I got to do this and I got to do that. So wait a minute, because and let me qualify this, right? Because it could come off as like, no, men could do what they want to do. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I'm a good person. I'm going to be a good person regardless of whether or not the person that I'm with is a good person. I'm not going to let somebody turn me into an evil person because you're an evil person. I'm going to
I agree.
alone.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have to qualify whether or not you are a person that's supposed to do what you're supposed to do as a woman. If you are a woman that is a good woman, what the fuck are you doing in the streets?
That's right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when did it become a tit for tat? I'm not going to
that's
do
real.
something because you did it, because now I got to go out of my way to do something that I don't feel like doing just to try to get it back at you. I don't give a fuck about you that much
Not
if you
doing
out
it.
here doing something you're not supposed to do.
But
So
Sterling said,
I don't have to qualify, oh, I'm a good person
Nah.
in order to
But
justify whether or not you are.
But that's what your actions say though, Anton. You ain't gotta tell,
But
Hey,
actions show that.
my point is that if you're with me, then you see something great about me. So I don't have to qualify myself for you not to do what you're not supposed to do.
That's real.
And so I don't know. I don't understand the whataboutism. Or what about if he not? I don't understand that part, right? I'm trying to understand how the fuck do you get yourself in a position as a woman if you are with the man that you want to be with to be out here in the streets busting it down for a real one, and that shit is terrifying to a lot of men because you put your whole life on the line, and most men are willing to die for the woman that they with. The woman that they truly care about, they're willing to die for. And you telling me that he did all of this, he'll give you his last name, and you willing to fuck somebody else just for the thrill of it? Or because you ain't getting because the dick was good enough for you to marry the nigga all of a sudden, but somehow the dick ain't good enough now.
because she's bored.
I don't want to, like, when did that become a conversation? If you married him or you been with him for a long time or you got kids with him, when did the dick not get good? Is what I'm trying to understand.
No, because
maybe after all the long nights of working and stuff and being tired and wanting to go to sleep. I don't know.
it doesn't.
Change.
Women don't get bored. It's just some women get anxious because they're aging. So if you seem like you still doing what you got to do and popping looks like Sterling said, if I'm doing my dirt and she does it, I gotta understand because I was doing my dirt. Nah, that's the wrong way of thinking. You could do all the dirt you want. In your home, she should never even attempt to do that. That's the
That's
type of woman
insane.
you're supposed to
That's
be.
real.
That's insane for you to
It
even
ain't the
say that.
same. How could it be
I
the
said that's
same?
insane, crazy for you to
How is
even
that
say that.
insane?
So you allowed to do whatever you want to do, and you
Not
expect her
everything.
to
No,
sit
no, no,
there
no.
and
You
not.
miss. No, no, no.
Hold
No,
on.
that's
I
exactly what you said.
thought women were, every time I hear women talk about they can't find a good man, they put it in the perspective as if all women are good women, right? So if women are so good, why is it that we are talking about women cheating because they're not getting good dick? Like, what happened to women being good? Because if a woman is good, that means it don't matter what the man does. If he cheats on her,
Well, he married the
that shouldn't
wrong
be
woman. He must have married the wrong woman.
that shouldn't be her
Don't marry a
excuse for
hoe.
going to cheat. That means she was a hoe in the first place.
Well, he married. Then don't marry a hoe. That's the answer to the question.
No, that ain't the answer to the question.
Don't
That's
marry a hoe.
definitely not the answer to the question. That's an answer, but that's not an answer to the question, though.
The
I thought
perfect
women were
woman.
good.
The perfect woman is Edith Bunker. Google her.
God.
That's the perfect wife. You could do, not everything you want, but
Man.
maybe I don't cheat on my wife. But if I was outside and hung out and we got drunk and with the boys and I had sex with some woman and came home and went on with my life, I would feel guilty, but I wouldn't worry about my wife doing it because I did something. I don't really worry about my wife cheating because.
And what if she does cheat on you? What's going to be the reason why?
You would have to ask her.
I would be in shock. I would be in utter shock that if she would do that. If she would even think about it, I'd be in shock.
If she did, there had to be a reason, right?
As a good man, if my wife cheated
on
me, I wouldn't go cheat back.
It wouldn't have nothing to do
I'm a
with
good
me.
person.
Well,
it would be because she thought she was ugly, and she started to think she was ugly, so she got love somewhere else. That wouldn't be my fault.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it wouldn't be my fault. I say, oh, you thought you was ugly? That's why you cheated? Come on, baby, you beautiful.
Man, women, listen.
I love my wife.
Women, if a woman cheat, that's because that's what she wanted to do. If she cheat,
understand when
it ain't got nothing. It don't always have to do with a man. Sometimes a woman just
I just believe if a woman cheat on her man, she ain't never liked him from the beginning.
She ain't never liked him from the jump.
That's not true either.
That's a lie.
That's not true either.
Because that's why y'all cheat.
I think that a lot of times it's just.
No, I say she ain't never like him. She can love him and not really like him.
That's not true, bro.
No,
like you can literally, your chick, man. Look, bro. I done seen too many hoes get caught up at the job because of familiarity. That's why grandpa used to keep that chick at home.
You better call
because I'm trying to tell you,
he ain't lying.
That's why.
There's a lot of the reason why great grandfather kept her in the house is because he knew that she was no good to herself if she got put in the wrong position. And it only take one nigga, and he ain't gotta be fucking the top of the top. That nigga just gotta say the right thing at the right time, at the right moment. And next thing you know, she's sucking that nigga dick in the parking lot. Like, seriously. Listen, bro.
What was that movie, Anton, when the woman was at the bookstore? Remember that movie? That was a great movie when she met the guy at the bookstore and started fucking him on her husband. What was the name of that movie?
Unfaithful. It's a Tyler Perry movie, and she got
Temptation.
No, it wasn't a Tyler Perry movie. That's one of my favorites too. Unfaithful.
That was the name of the movie.
Unfaithful. I was thinking about
Temptation. You gotta see that movie. You gotta
I don't
see
think
that
I've
movie.
seen it, but
it's just what you was talking about.
It's bro, nigga. It don't. It's just one word. It could be 2 or 3 words at the right time, at the right moment, in the right meeting, in the right setting, with the right lighting, nigga.
That's
what
it is.
It could be a moment of opportunity and weakness, and she didn't snap out of that shit fast enough. And next thing you know, she was taking the whole thing.
Dude be like, cause we know how smooth dudes are. That's why I always
Yeah.
gotta be smooth. I'm not ashamed.
What do you say? You ain't gotta be smooth.
Bro,
Are you saying if your wife
I used to
said, "Hey, I
see,
just had
man, let me
that
tell you
moment
something,
of
bro.
weakness," are we
People
I
ain't
was
cool?
gotta be
working at the plant.
smooth.
I was working at the plant, bro. I remember back in the day. This was when I was like 18, 19 years old. And this was before I even got to like the steel mill, right? Because I used to work at the steel mill. But before that, we was at like this really, really small supplier manufacturing plant. And it was like 5 of us in there. And I was like right out of high school, 18 years old. And my man, my homie, he was like, yo, dog, I just met this chick. This is when the internet first really started popping off. He's like, man, I met this chick on the internet, bro. I ain't never seen her before, but watch this. This is the honest to God on everything. I put it on my daughter. He said, I ain't never met her before, but watch this. This chick was married. She had a ring on her finger and everything, bro. He went and got in the car. He said, in 5 minutes, come around the corner and look over. So we come around the corner and look over. We peek over. This nigga got her giving head in the car immediately. Immediately, bro.
She was a hoe.
All the women are
No,
hoes.
listen.
No, all
Yes.
women are not
No.
hoes.
They're all, listen, most of y'all are
I
only as good
understand
as
what
the
he's
men
saying.
that you are with. Some of y'all think that y'all better than y'all really are. Most of y'all are protected from yourself by the person that you are with.
That's a fact.
Honest to God, if it wasn't for some of the men that y'all are with that are keeping y'all in check and sane,
She was a
a
hoe.
lot of y'all would be out there in the streets.
That's a fact.
Damn, I'm
Y'all
No,
on.
that's a
y'all not
fact.
making that
He's
decision. Half of
cooking.
y'all, man, listen, most of y'all not making that decision on your own. That is a man that is saying, shut your ass up and get in the house. And you saying, okay.
I can't speak. I can't speak on that because that ain't my life.
Man.
Mimi,
I
you
can't.
got kids?
I have 0 kids, thank you,
Oh
and
yeah,
no
you a
baby
friend.
no baby daddies, and
Oh yeah.
no kids.
You better hurry up.
Why? What if I did? What difference would that have made?
You
Oh,
better hurry
kids,
up.
kids make
You have
a
an
hell
eye
of
in
a
the middle of
difference.
their head.
Shampoo, shut your mouth. Don't nobody want to have
Yo,
kids with the chance of them looking like your ass. That's for damn
do
sure.
y'all know why?
No,
You know why some of these women, like we herald that we keep them so in such high regard and stuff, is because we don't hear from them. And so we automatically assume because and they don't get caught up in no shit. They with a great man and they don't talk a whole lot, you know, a lot of these women. And so we automatically assume that they awesome. They could be cantankerous, they could be toxic, they could be arguing back and forth with that nigga, they could be beating him the fuck up and slapping him. But when they come outside, they shut the fuck up. And we celebrate them and we say, oh man, they awesome. You don't know how toxic that woman is, but it's because that guy is protecting her from the world. Most women that get let loose, that's why a lot of women that get divorced, because she wasn't like that, and that wasn't the perception of her when she was married. When a lot of women get divorced, they man to man in the streets, you'd be like, what the fuck happened to her? Serious. It's because it wasn't that she was any different. It was because she was being contained within herself. And that is one of the benefits of marriage for women. For women, marriage is a hedge of protection for you. It is a way to keep you out of situations that you wouldn't otherwise understand yourself. Protection is more than just a nigga taking a gun or dying or fighting for you. Protection is also a hedge against yourself, and it is proactive. And that is why marriage is sacred. That is why it's awesome. It's not just because, and I'm gonna stop after this, but it's not just for you to build wealth. It's not just for this. It's not just for that. It's also to protect people against themselves.